Hey guys, Steven here and welcome back to a new video. So as smartphone displays got bigger and bigger over the last years, there's another question popping up whether we need tablets or not. So Huawei has released a bunch of great tablets, the Huawei Mediapad series, and today in this video we'll have a closer look at the latest tablet, the Huawei Mediapad M5, and I'll show you some use cases where a tablet can expand your smartphone's mobile user experience.
In 2018, tablets are not in the same demand as a couple of years ago. Also, Huawei used to produce only affordable low-end devices, but in the recent years they have been entering the high-end sector. The Mediapad M5 and M5 Pro are the current high-end tablets from Huawei. With these devices they really show off what they are capable of manufacturing in the high-end tablet sector. With roughly the same price as the new iPad, only one question pops up. Is Huawei asking too much, or is this really an iPad killer? Now today in this video we're going to find it out. A tablet is for me a work and travel device with which I organize my schedule, write emails and scripts, and take notes in meetings. That means one of the most important things for me is a robust body, so it won't break down when I throw it in my bag and get on a plane. Now the M5 and M5 Pro feature all metal unibody designs that are very smooth to touch and surprisingly stable. I haven't experienced any bending issues and I really don't treat my equipment good. Now the M5 and the M5 Pro have thick bezels all around, but thick bezels make a lot of sense on tablets. The bezels give you an area for properly resting your thumb while using them. Now around the front there's a large 10.8-inch IPS screen with a resolution of 2560 x 1600 pixels. It looks very sharp, very bright, and colors as well as viewing angles are great. It's also enhanced by something called Clariview, which Huawei said that it improves picture quality by at least 20% using algorithms to dynamically adjust the contrast. Another positive thing is that the screen is fully laminated. That means unlike the new iPad, there is no air gap between the IPS panel and the touchscreen, which is way better quality. There is no 3.5mm audio jack, instead Huawei is shipping the tablet with a USB Type-C to headphone adapter. Now that's a bit disappointing because there is more than enough room on the tablet, even though the Huawei Mediapad is really slim. But to cover this up, Huawei has partnered with Harman Kardon and has probably implemented the best sounding speakers I've ever heard on a tablet. Now first I wasn't 100% convinced by the Harman Kardon certified speakers, as they are rear firing speakers. But then there was an event in Vienna where they showed off the speakers and did some audio recordings of it with karaoke, and it was really mind-blowing. These speakers are so incredibly loud and deliver such good sound quality. They are very crisp and clear with absolutely no signs of distortion, even at maximum volume. So if you like listening to music, watching movies on the internal speakers, or you just need them for audio editing purposes, then you will be satisfied.
I can't take my eyes off you. You be the heaven to touch. There's nothing else to compare. I can't take my eyes off you. Baby, trust me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Okay, gut, das hören wir uns jetzt nicht mehr an.
Now there is a vertical placed fingerprint scanner that supports gestures. The fingerprint scanner works really well and it's as fast as the one in my P20 Pro. Now the tablet is called Mediapad, so for sure there are also cameras. And on the back we got a main camera with a resolution of 13 megapixels, and on the front we get an 8 megapixel camera. The camera on the back stands out a bit and does not feature an LED flash. So if you're using the Huawei flip cover, which by the way also acts as a stand, then the camera lens is very well protected. So this is definitely a must-have if you consider buying this tablet. Now considering this is a tablet and literally almost nobody takes pictures with a tablet, the picture quality of both cameras is quite good. So most tablets can record videos in 1080p only, but the Mediapad M5 supports also 4K videos. Unfortunately, they are very shaky as there is also no stabilization in 4K as on the P20 Pro, and also 1080p videos are a bit soft and lack of details. Then you can even take pictures in the RAW format in manual mode, and it supports various different modes like Huawei smartphones. While the images of both the rear and the front-facing cameras and the videos look good for a tablet, the cameras are not as good as with recent smartphones. There is a huge difference in focus time, sharpness and noise in lower lit situations. Inside of the Mediapad M5 runs a high silicon Kirin 960S octa-core processor that is made by Huawei itself. So this one is combined with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. I've got the Wi-Fi version, which features no SIM card slot, but offers a microSD card slot for expanding your internal memory in a cheap way. Now the chipset is maybe not the newest one, but it's still one of the fastest in the tablet sector as other companies use even older chipsets to power their tablets. The tablet performs really well, and in terms of gaming, most of the games run smoothly. That goes for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Mobile as well. So it runs very smooth at the highest graphics settings most of the time, but if you don't want to see any occasional lags and stuttering, I would suggest turning down the settings a bit. Older games run great at all settings due to the high performance chipset. In terms of battery life, the M5 Pro and the standard M5 come with a 7500 mAh battery. The capacity is quite large for the size, and if you use the tablet only from time to time, you can use it several days or an entire day on very heavy use. The Huawei Mediapad M5 is literally one of the first tablets to ship out with Android 8 Oreo. Even though this is common on smartphones now, on tablets it still isn't. On top of Android 8 runs Huawei's own skin called Emotion UI. Now, EMUI has evolved a lot over the years and features a lot of cool things in this latest version. There is screen recording, there's a hidden app drawer, lots of customization, and one of the best things is desktop mode. With one tap, the tablet switches from its usual EMUI skin to a multi-window supported desktop skin with all the most important apps or shortcuts on the screen. So I think that the desktop mode is a great and interesting idea. Now for me, as somebody who uses the tablet for work, it adds a lot of productivity features. Summarizing, if you're set on an Android tablet, the Huawei Mediapad M5 or the Pro version is an excellent choice. However, do carefully consider what you want the tablet to be and how you intend to use it. The key aspects of the M5 Pro are definitely superb sounding speakers, good battery life, a decent screen and great workflow improvement. So nowadays our smartphones are supremely capable and are always nearby. But at least for me, watching Netflix on a small smartphone screen is a no-go. Or using the smartphone for displaying notes while playing guitar, that are all things which I want to do on a tablet because of the bigger screen. So there are always some kind of use cases where a tablet makes sense. So think about it and then make your purchase decision based on the answer. So I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, please like it, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.